I think, we're going to see a lot of that like 4-2-5.
Yep.
And I think JOK is going to be in the middle as kind of a spy, and then probably Walker as a run stopper up the middle.
Now, do me a favor, because I'm probably like many of our viewers, explain a 4-2-5. So just for the guy who doesn't know, or the gal who doesn't know defensive alignments that
so you're going to have four D linemen with their hands on the ground. So Miles and probably Clowney at the edges.
And then 2 of the DTs.
And then 2 of the D tackles in the middle. And then 2 linebackers, 2 middle linebackers. I'm assuming one's going to be Walker. And if I had to, and then I see JOK playing a lot if he's who we think he is, or it'll be Phillips.
I like Phillips. I like Phillips.
I like Phillips because he's a great sideline to sideline
fast
speed linebacker that you're going to need against a mobile quarterback.
Yep.
And then 5 defensive backs. So you'll probably have 3 corners and 2 safeties. Okay. So, I think your 3 safeties are going to be John Johnson, Delpit, and
then are you looking like a slot
Harrison.
corner?
And then Harrison.
Yep.
And then I'm thinking it's going to be Newsome at your corner or Greedy, but probably Newsome.
Yep.
Denzel at the other corner, and then Troy Hill in the slot.
Cool.
Yeah. So I think that, I like that your alignment. It's kind of where I was going along. I was just thinking that, defensively, your play, you have to have somebody that spies the quarterback, in those situations, somebody who's fast. It's got great eyes for the ball that they can see, on the read options, that they're not, losing their contain of and going for the ball carrier and the quarterback's got the ball. Baltimore does a lot of that type of stuff, especially now with Dobbins in the backfield, that you got to have somebody who's going to either spy, or you got to have your DNs contain the pocket. They can't get too far inside, because a lot of those teams that have the mobile quarterbacks, they give that to you on purpose. Like they make that to, they're going to give Miles inside because Lamar's just going to run around him to the outside, so trying to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially Lamar, because, we've said on here, got to make him throw and beat you that way. You can't let him beat you with your legs because he does that almost every time.
I'll tell you one thing I don't want to see when we're playing these teams with these mobile quarterbacks like Lamar or Josh Allen, even Patrick Mahomes or Chad Henne. I don't.
Sorry, that one took me a second.
If it's third down, 3rd and 5 or longer, I do not want to see us in man coverage. You cannot turn your back to these mobile quarterbacks on 3rd down. They will just instantly take off and run and we can put a spy on Lamar, but
he's going to get 5 yards.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter how fast JOK is. He's not as fast as Lamar.
Right.
Is anybody? I mean, we could put Schwartz out at middle linebacker and try to spy him. I mean, so yeah, we got to be it's not just alignment, it's going to be scheme. And it's got, we have to be smart with our play calls and our situational football when it comes to that. I hate last year it'd be 3rd and 8 and we go man and the dude just drops 3-step drop and takes off. And you watch the replay from his view and none of our DBs are looking back. They're all looking the opposite way from the quarterback.
Yeah, and I think this year with the Browns defense, they're more set up. I know we talked about we don't want to see them maybe blitz a lot, but I think with the roster that we've put together defensively, you can kind of do that on some 3rd down plays this year. I think you have to keep him honest, to make him have to throw the ball, because if he's able to sit back there and you might have great coverage, sometimes with the mobile quarterback, that's a bad thing, because now he's got to run around in the pocket and something's opened up that he can just leak out and get, 10 yards and get out of bounds, stuff like that. So I think that, with this offense this defense this year, being able to get some pressure on the quarterback a little bit more and make Lamar have to throw the ball in 3 seconds is going to be a big thing.
Yeah. And I know you talked about break and contain and all that. I feel like a lot of times, especially watching the Ravens, Lamar, when the pocket kind of breaks down and collapses in front of him, that's when he's less effective, because he's got to kind of bounce out or, kind of make some stuff happen behind the line. But when the pocket collapses outside of him or behind him, he's gone.
Yeah, he just steps
up as soon as that. I just remember seeing a lot of times like they would rush at him, and then if he just step up and the whole pocket collapses behind him, he's gone.
Yeah, you almost have to
yards.
tell your edge rushers it's almost like it's a contained rush.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You only get as deep as the quarterback. You can't
Yeah, exactly.
Because in that offensive tackle, if you just go sprinting up the field, he's just going to let you.
Yeah.
He's going to nudge you past him, and he's just going to run. The quarterback's just going to take off, like you said. As far as some of the players, I gave the 11 I thought would play. I could also see we have so much depth and so much versatility now. You could see a Phillips in there at linebacker instead of JOK, and JOK might be that third safety.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes. Instead of Harrison, or so there's so many versatile pieces that this defense could use. It's gonna be interesting to see what Joe Woods comes up with, because it could be different game to game, play to play, our alignment.
Yeah, I think that you're going to see some aspects in this Joe Woods defense that you saw in, like the Greg Williams setup, where you didn't even there were so many guys maybe up in the box or around the line of scrimmage, and then you didn't know who was going to come from where. I think that Joe Woods has a little bit of that style of, he likes to mix things up and not go by the book. He's not your 3-4 every single play type of defensive coordinator. He likes to mix and match who he's got on the field. So